Cancer, welcome to your love reading for 15th of January to the 15th of February 2018. This is a general love reading for Cancerians. If you would like a personalised reading, please follow the links below for a personal reading, which is going to be more specific to you. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing my channel. I appreciate that. It's been really lovely to see the responses that people have and having some feedback. Also, don't know what I wanted to say, but anyway, that's all right. Let's get started with your reading. Obviously the energy is here and ready to go, so let's just get on with it. Okay, so the first card I've got for you is the Star. And the Star is, what I want to say to you is it's as if from mid-January you're needing to take a step back from a situation, you're needing to step out of a situation, you needed to look at that situation from a distance to have a better perspective of something that's going on as far as your love relationships go. For people that are in a relationship, in a committed relationship, a marriage, a partnership, what this means for them is I feel like it's a time to review, it's a time to step back, it's a time to look at if there's some sort of disharmony, if there's some sort of, if there's a situation where you're not seeing something eye to eye, where you're not agreeing on a situation, rather than digging your heels in, or as you would do, withdraw into your shell and pretend it doesn't exist. It's about stepping into the other person's shoes, step into your partner's shoes, try and see things from their perspective and see what's going on with them so that it opens up for discussion. The temptation here for those that are in a relationship is to withdraw. I'm seeing you withdraw from a situation. What is being called for here for you is to step outside your comfort zone and really step out and confront and look at this situation and communicate and discuss and see what's going on, because there is something going on there where I feel like there's a pouring out of emotions. A pouring out of emotion. So for some of you, it's a loss of emotion in that relationship. And for some of you, it's simply an emotional time in that relationship. And so it's really calling for you to have take action differently to what you're used to, rather than withdrawing, still staying there, but looking at it from your partner's perspective, your partner's point of view. That's going to come up for a lot of you Cancerians in a relationship. For the Cancerians that are single, it's about I want to say, for those of you that are just coming out of some sort of a relationship or some sort of commitment, or are still caught up in the emotion of that situation, for you too, it is about looking at things from another perspective. It's about looking at not coming from a place of blame for any particular party or any particular one in that relationship, but looking at it from a different perspective so that you can release it. Look at what you've learned from it. Look at how you've grown from it. Look at what you've gained from it. And release it and let it go, rather than staying in that vengeful sort of revenge environment where you're really wanting answers, you're really wanting to point the finger, you're really wanting to blame. It's about not expending those emotions, because that's going to, I feel like for those of you that are single that haven't released a situation from the past, by pouring that sort of emotion into that past, it's taking you away from looking at new things that are coming into your life. It's because you've got your back turned to the future and you're looking into the past. You're not seeing the opportunities that are around you, and you're missing those opportunities. You're also feeling very emotionally drained. Okay, it's feeling really emotionally drained. So watch that. If you're feeling emotionally drained, watch what you're doing. Watch where your mind is going, where your heart is going, what your thoughts are, because it is time now to release, to look at it from a different perspective, the emotional situation that you've been in. It's time to look at in a different way, because the next card for you is one of rebirth. It's one of new things coming into your life. It's the spring of your romantic life, your love life coming through, and it's about heralding in fertility. You know, rabbits are very, very fertile, and so it's not, you know, if you're wanting to get pregnant, if you're wanting to have a family, for those that are in a relationship or even those that are single, then the opportunity is there, the energy is there for that in this 4-week period as well, because they're very fertile. The rabbits and the fertility could also mean new ideas, new love coming in, new opportunities coming in. It's a rebirth in how you're seeing things emotionally. It's a rebirth in, you know, if you're getting rid of this situation, it's making room for new things to come in. So there's a rebirth, there's a heralding of new love coming, which is going to be very good for you. So there's this new situation that's around you if you are single, Cancerians that are single. I am hearing some of you that are in relationships, watch deception. There's for some of you. It's not for all of you, but for some of you. They just said deception. So watch that around for some of you. Okay, for some of you. It could go for the single people as well. You know, if you're meeting somebody, look behind, look beneath the surface, really look at the situation, read between the lines, look at if there's red flags, be aware of them and look at them. Because I feel like there's that sort of little bit of energy going on around you as well, okay, as well. For this rebirth, I did pull out another card for you because I wanted more detail in what sort of rebirth, and it is rebirth in, you got the Queen of Cups, which is rebirth in an emotional sense. So it's new love coming into your life. It's new love. It's a new way of seeing things. It's a new way of accepting opportunities. It's also about intuition. So follow your intuition. Follow what your gut says. You know, first impressions tell you a lot about people. So watch that. Watch that. For people that are in relationships, the rebirth is a resurgence, a rebirth of a new way of dealing with issues that come up in your relationship, which is what the first card was testing you on, giving you an opportunity to look at a different way of handling situations that have come up in the past and you've not been able to resolve. So that's there for you. Emotional situations, handling them differently. Don't retreat into your shell, you know. Okay, the next card that's come up for you is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is new horizons. New horizons. So for the single Cancerians, there is somebody else out there that is new. It's not, so this tells me it's not someone that you already know or have met. It's somebody new. This is for the single Cancerians. It's someone new coming into your life that brings forth new horizons, new friendships, opens new doors, new ways of doing things, brings new different things into your life. That opportunity to meet this person is there as well in this 4-week period, which is great, you know. For those that are married or in a committed relationship, I feel like this can lead to a getaway, a holiday, a retreat, somewhere where you can recharge your batteries, somewhere where you can reconnect. It's about reconnection. It's about changing the way things are done and reconnecting with your partner, with your person that you've committed to, okay? And for those that are single, it's about someone new coming into your life, coming into your circle. And I feel like it's someone you meet through friends, someone you meet through friends. So go out and socialise and meet new people, you know, because that's the energy that's around you. We're talking energies here. So the energy's there. What you choose to do with this energy is your free will. It's totally up to you. If you sit at home on the couch and watch TV, you're not going to meet anyone. This energy will pass. If you see this energy for what it is and go out and utilise it to the best of your advantage, that's where you bring it in. Okay, that's how this works. That's how this works. The last and final card is the Ten of Swords. Looks ominous, doesn't it? But I don't get that it's an ominous card. I get that by the end of this 4-week period, which takes you to the middle of February, any issues, any of this stuff that you started with is well and truly out. It's on its way out. It's completion. So you deal with this. If you deal with these issues, they will be done and dusted. That will be completed and moved on, and those lessons will have moved on. So it's completion. You get a point of completion of an old way, and that brings in these new ways. If you've met someone new, it seals off the single Cancerians that are going to meet someone new. It seals off the past. Everything that you've gone through, you can close that door because there's all these new beginnings with the rebirth in the middle of this 4-week period. So by the end, you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel like a new person because the past is all completed. That cycle is finished. And for the couples, that cycle also comes to a close because you are communicating, you're talking about, you're dealing with issues. For those of you that are in a relationship, can't deal with those issues, it is also a time of completion with the relationship. You come to that realization as well. Okay, so it's different for different Cancerians. I've pulled another card from the Oracle of Visions, and this is the card I've got, and it's very much, it summarizes what this 4-week period holds for you. It's about being confident, being strong, and going on this journey that is there for you in this 4-week period, and bringing in new beginnings, bringing in new horizons, bringing in new adventures, and dealing with past issues with strength. Okay, it is about new horizons. It's about new things coming, new romance coming in, new friendships coming in, new, if you're in a relationship, bringing in a breath of fresh air and a different way of doing things, reconnecting with strength and with confidence. Okay, so you'll sail through that 4-week period. That sounds really good for you. I'm really happy for you. So Cancerians, I wish you a great 4-week period for your love, bringing in love and building love with your partner if you're in a relationship.